Okay, today is like solving a super fun puzzle. I love factoring trinomials. I know that sounds weird. There's some trial and error involved, but it is essentially like a logic puzzle. And I will say the more you practice, the easier this is going to get. So let's look at this first example. Okay, we have x squared plus 11x plus 18. So what's happening is we are trying to figure out what can I fill in these two binomials that when I multiply it out using FOIL, it's going to give me a middle term of 11x and a final term of 18. So let's think about what can we multiply to make 18 that adds to give us 11. What can we multiply that gets 18 that adds to give us 11? So let's think about it. We could do 1 and 18. That sum is 19. So that's not what we want to use. What about 2 and 9? What's 2 times 9? 18, and 2 plus 9 is 11. So like, hey, there we go, right? These are two numbers that when you multiply them, give you 18, and when you add them, give you 11. And here's why that's important. Now, we could set this up as x plus 9 times x plus 2. And if we were to use FOIL, we would have x times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. 9 times x is 9x. And look at that. 2x plus 9x is 11x. And 9 times 2 is 18. So this is our answer. We found the numbers that when you multiply them, you get 18, this last term. And when you add them, you get this middle number. So let's look at number 3. Okay, we're looking for what can we put in here that multiplies to 10 and adds to 7. Multiplies to give you 10, adds to give you 7. 5 and 2. A plus 5 and A plus 2. 2A, you could even kind of write it out like this. That's 2A and 5A. What's 2A plus 5A? 7A, which is what we want. Okay, number 2. What can I multiply together to get 2? Well, there's only one thing, right? 2 times 1. And what's 2 plus 1? 3. And then this one. What can you multiply together to get 14 that adds to give you 9? 7 and 2, because that's 2x and 7x, and 2x plus 7x is 9x. Okay, and if you're thinking like, man, this is the world's easiest lesson, okay, buckle up because it's going to get a little bit trickier. Okay, everything that we did up here had a positive or a plus sign, okay, and a plus sign. That's kind of the easiest case scenario. If you have a plus sign for the second term, it's telling you that you have to have two of the same signs. Okay, so you either, like up here, this was a plus sign, so it was telling you, hey, we have two of the same signs, and it's going to be 2 plus signs. You're adding both binomials. But if you have a plus sign at the end with a minus sign in the middle, that means that you actually have 2 minus signs. Let me show you what I'm talking about. What numbers can we multiply to get 8 that adds to give us 4? 2 and 4, right? N, 2, and 4. Okay, but here's the thing. If I put plus signs in here, I'm going to have 2n plus 4n, which is positive 6n, not negative. So if I put minus signs, now I have negative 2n minus 4n. Negative 2 and negative 4 is negative 6n. So if you have a plus sign at the end, that's telling you 2 of the same signs, and it's going to be 2 of whatever this one is. So up here, they were all plus at the end, which tells you 2 of the same, 2 plus signs. So let's find another one down here. Okay, this one right here, this last one, example 7. 2 of the same signs, they're going to be 2 minuses. X x minus minus. What can you multiply together to get 3 that adds to give you 4? 3 times 1. Negative 3x, negative 1x, negative 3x is negative 4x. Okay, and then the other one with a plus is this one right here. X plus sign is telling you 2 of the same signs, 2 minuses. What can I multiply to get 18 that adds to give me 11? 9 and 2. Negative 9x, negative 2x, that adds to negative 11x. So what about if it's a minus sign at the end? Okay, like this one. Number 8. That means that you are going to have 1 plus and 1 minus. Okay, so let's think about what numbers can I multiply to give me 20 that instead of adding, okay, are going to have a difference of positive 1. Right? Like you could do negative 5 times 4 to get negative 20, right? And that's going to give you a sum of negative 1. What's 5 and negative 4? That's a sum of positive 1. So that's what I need, positive 5 and negative 4, because that's negative 4m plus 5m is positive 1m. Okay, so look down here. W, it's a minus, so that means 1 plus, 1 minus. So what can I multiply together to make negative 16? Negative 8 and positive 2, or 8 and negative 2. So if I'm trying to make positive 6, I want positive 8 and negative 2. And this last one, number 6, y and y. If I'm trying to make negative 15, I can do plus 5 and minus 3, because that's negative 3 plus 5 is positive 2y.